Hi my dear students, welcome back to Tangal online classes. In the last class we had discussed regarding coordinate classification. In that coordinate classification we discussed regarding proto-coordinates, eucoordinates, urocoordinates, cephalocoordinates, astrocodermis, next cyclostomata we had discussed in the last class. And in this session I am going to start with the vertebrate classification. Here vertebrates are they mainly divide into two groups, as well as you know that in the last class we have already discussed. First one is Agnatha. First one is Agnatha, and second one is Gnathostomata. Agnatha and Gnathostomata. Regarding Agnatha, in the last class we already discussed. Astrocodermis as well as cyclostomata we already discussed. And in this session I am going to start with the Gnathostomata. The Gnathostomata, it is further divided into two divisions. So these are, one is Pisces and one is Tetrapoda. One is Pisces, second one is Tetrapoda. So these Pisces are mostly aquatic as well as marine, aquatic and marine. These tetrapods are terrestrial, mostly terrestrial, and they have limb. They have limb. Clear? Next, this Pisces is again divided into two or three. Again divided into three classes. These are, first one is Placodermis. First one is Placodermis, and second one is Chondrioctis. Chondrioctis, and third one is Ostrictis. Clear? These Pisces are again divided into Pisces, nothing but fishes. They are divided into Placodermis, Chondrioctis, Ostrictis. Next, remaining what? Tetrapoda. Tetrapoda, it is again divided into four classes. These are, first one is amphibians, and second one is reptiles, third one is aves, and last one is mammals. So this is the entire classification of vertebrates. Here, which one is Agnatha? We already discussed in the last class. Now Gnathostomata. I am directly going to start with the Pisces. First one is what? Pisces. Pisces are nothing but fishes. Fishes are, you know, that mostly aquatic nature. Some are freshwater as well as some are marine water. These are aquatic in nature mostly marine as well as freshwater. Marine as well as freshwater. Clear? Next, study of fishes is called as study of fishes, or nothing but Pisces is called. Study of Pisces or Pisces is called as ichthyology. It is called as ichthyology. Clear? Next, the Pisces are mostly cool-blooded animals, which are also called as poikilotherms. Poikilothermic animals. It means these animals, they have no capacity. They have no capacity to regulate body temperature, to regulate their body temperature. Clear? According to the external conditions, the body temperature is going to change. The fish's body temperature is not constant. Such type of animals we can consider as poikilothermics, also called as cool-blooded animals. Clear? Next, most of the fishes, like if you notice the body of fishes, most of the fishes they consist head and body, it means trunk, and as well as one small tail, and for fins for swimming. And these do not consist neck is absent, as well as external and internal ears are absent. Sorry, external and middle ears are absent. Middle ear is absent. Only internal ear is present. Internal ear is present. It is act as statoreceptor. It is act as statoreceptor for maintain the body balance. It is useful for balance the body. Next, fishes they consist, the body is covered by scales. The body is covered by scales. Most of the fishes are covered by scales. Scale is nothing but exoskeleton. It is nothing but exoskeleton. And here some of the fishes do not consist of scales. The best example is catfish. Catfish, it is do not consist any scales. Next, heart. Heart is mostly two-chambered hearts. One is auricles and second one is ventricle. Auricle as well as ventricles. The circulation is here. Circulation type is closed circulation. Circulation type is what? Closed circulation. Circulation is mainly two types. One is like a single circulation as well as double circulation. In fishes, it is single circulation. What is meant by single circulation? Here, one complete circle is completed. During this circulation, the blood is going to flow through hearts by only once. So that is called as what? Single circulation. Here what I have to write? Only once blood is moved through heart. So one complete circulation is completed by only one time of flow of blood through heart. Such type of circulation is called as what? Single circulation. In double circulation what happen? To complete the one circulation, the blood have to move 2 times through heart. So that is called as what? Double circulation. We can notice in birds, reptiles as well as humans. Next, here and 10 cranial nerves are present. 10 cranial nerves are present, and these are mostly sexes are separated, unisexual. Fertilization is mostly external type of fertilization. Clear? So these are some general characters about Pisces, nothing but fishes. One more point. Respiration mostly through gills. Respiration is mostly through gills. So this is some are general character of Pisces. These Pisces are again divided into 3 classes. First one is Plocoid, second one is Chondrioctis, third one is Ostrictis. Here Chondrioctis as well as Ostrictis mainly based on internal skeleton. If it is made up of bony structure or cartilage structure. Based on that, these Pisces are mainly broadly divided into Chondrioctis as well as Ostrictis. So this Placodermis, this species is already extinct. So before that it is a freshwater. It is freshwater fishes, but these all are now become as fossils. These are already extinct species. So now we are not going to discuss regarding Placodermis, just we are going to discuss regarding Chondrioctis as well as Ostrictis. Next, Chondrioctis as well as Ostrictis. Let's see general characters. Chondrioctis, these here cartilage fishes are included. Cartilage fishes are included in a Chondrioctis. Here bony fishes are included in a Ostrictis. Here bony fishes are included. Clear? And these are mostly marine. These are mostly marine species or marine animals. Mostly, maximum they are marine. But these bony fishes, they can survive in marine water as well as fresh water also. Marine water as well as fresh water. Clear? Let's see the endoskeleton as well as exoskeleton. Here exoskeleton is nothing but what? Scales. Here scales are placoid scales. Placoid type of scales are present. Placoid means here little bit sharper scales. This type of scales we can notice on surface of the fish. Such type of scales we can call as placoid scales. And here placoid scales are absent. Placoid scales are absent. But the body is covered by cycloid scales. Cycloid scales. It means a little bit round in shape. Such type of scales we can notice on upper surface of the body. And next point is endoskeleton. Endoskeleton is made up of flexible cartilage tissue. Flexible cartilage tissue. Here the endoskeleton is made up of tough bony or bones. Clear? Next, these fishes are generally consist two chamber in hearts. Heart is two chambered. Heart is two chambered and single circulation. Single circulation. So this is a general character. We can write here also. Heart also here two chambers. Heart. Circulation is close and a single circulation. Close as well as single circulation. Clear? Next, in chondrichthyes generally air bladder is absent. Air bladder is absent. So what is the use of air bladder? Air bladder here, due to the absence of air bladder, these fishes have to swim constantly to avoid the sinking. If they stop the swimming, the fishes is going to dig. So that's why these fishes have to swim constantly to avoid sinking. To avoid the sinking. Clear? But here the fish here it is consist of air bladder. So then no need to swim constantly or continuously. There is no chance to sink. Clear? Next, one more character of chondrichthyes is here. The mouth is ventral side. The mouth occurred at a ventral side. But in these fishes, ostrichthyes, the mouth is occurred terminal position. The mouth is terminal position. Clear? Next, here the mouth as well as here jaws are present. These are very strong jaws as well as mouth are present. Due to that, it can hunting the small fishes. So it is act as predator. It is a predator. It can hunt the small fish. It can kill the small fishes. If you compare with the here, it is also if you compare with the ostrichthyes, the jaws is not too much of strong if you compare with the chondrichthyes. Clear? Next, chondrichthyes and one more character here. Gills. Gills are nearly 5 to 7 pairs of gills are present. Pairs of gills. 5 to 7 pairs of gills are present. So these are open gills. These are open. They do not covered by any sheath or layer. Directly outwards they are going to open. It means the gills are do not covered by operculum. Do not covered by operculum. Both side of the gills. But in this case, the pairs of gills are a little bit less if you compare with the chondrichthyes. Here only 4 pairs of gills are present from both sides of the fish. Both sides of fish. So this both side of 4 pairs of gills are covered by operculum. Operculum is present. Next, one important character in Ostrictis here. Placoid scales are modified into male device, such is called as clasper. Here, clasper. Clasper, it is a male sexual organ. It is a male sexual organ. It is a modification of placoid scales. It is a modification of placoid scales. But here generally placoid scales are absent. So here there is no modification. It means male sexual organ like male device like clasper is absent. Clasper organ is absent. Clear? So this is also one of the major differences between Ostrictis to Chondrichthyes to Ostrictis. Clear? And here, Chondrichthyes mostly fertilization is internal fertilization. Fertilization is internal, but here fertilization is external. External fertilization. And these are viviparous animals. Viviparous animals. And these are oviparous animals. Oviparous animals. Clear? And this is actually major difference in between Chondrichthyes to Ostrictis. Where you have to focus more? The first one is air bladder. Second one is clasper. Here air bladder is absent in Chondrichthyes. Air bladder is present in Ostrictis. Next, clasper, it is a male sexual organ which is absent, which is present in Chondrichthyes. It is absent in Ostrictis. And here internal skeleton is present, that is boniferous bone nature. Here internal skeleton is present but bones are absent, that is made up of flexible cartilage tissue. Clear? So this is actually important points regarding these two classes of Pisces. Next, tetrapoda or tetrapods. Tetrapoda means here the organisms which are consist two pairs of limbs, which are consist two pairs of limbs. Such animals are included in a tetrapoda. And here mostly they consist of lungs. For respiration. Clear? First tetrapoda, the class is amphibians. Amphibians. The meaning of amphibians is amphi means both or dual. Amphi means both or dual. It means it can survive in a dual conditions, right? Amphi means both or dual. So these animals, they can survive in underwater. They can survive in underwater as well as on land surface also. Land surface also they can survive. So that's why this animal is called as what? Amphibians. And these are the first animals. These are the first vertebrates. These are the first vertebrates which are come outside from the water and surviving in land surface. So these are the first vertebrates which are come out from water and surviving on land. and surviving on land. So these animals, they are not going to stay throughout the life on the land surface. They are not permanently stay on land. These are again go to water for reproduction. For reproduction purpose, they depend upon water. For reproduction purpose, again they go to reach to the water, because most of the amphibians, they perform external fertilization. And development is indirect development, and some of the cases we can notice larva stage also. So that's why they will definitely goes back to the water for reproduction purpose. Clear? Next, amphibians, the body is head and trunk, head and trunk, and here tail may be present or absent. Sometimes tail is present, or sometimes tail is absent also. Clear? And the body surface is nothing but skin. Skin is consist numerous mucous glands are present. It consists numerous mucous glands are present. It will be give gelatinous nature to the amphibians, and it going to wet the body always. So due to that, which is useful for respiration, it means the skin is useful for respiration. Cutaneous respiration we can call as cutaneous respiration. And one of the important characters of amphibians, they can perform hibernation as well as aestivation. To escape the extreme cold condition as well as extreme hot conditions, somewhat time they are going to stay in burrows within the lower surface of the soil. Clear? Hibernation as well as aestivation, to escape from extreme cold as well as extreme warm condition. For somewhat time they are going to stay within the lower surface of soil. Next, amphibians are mostly three-chambered heart, and circulation is closed circulation. Circulation is closed type of circulation. Next, scales are absent. The body do not consist of scales. And here eye is covered by eyelids are present, and ear is containing tympanum membrane, which is present in a inner ear. And here one special character again, portal as well as renal systems are present. Postal system as well as a renal system. Here portal system means here liver is present, and a renal system means excretory system is nothing but kidneys are present. And mostly the respiration through skin, and sometimes lungs also we can notice it. Digestion system is complete digestion system. Digestion system is complete digestion system. And here one organ, one chamber we can call as cochlea. Cochlea is present. Cochlea means here urinary tracts, respiratory tracts, alimentary canals. These all are going to open into the one chamber. That chamber location is called as what? Cochlea. The cochlea is open to the exterior side of the body, directly outside of the body. Clear? What we have to write here? Alimentary canals as well as reproduction tract as well as urinary tract. These all are going to open into one common chamber that is called as what? Cochlea, a silent, that is called as what? Cochlea. Next, sexes are separated, mostly unisexual. Here, and fertilization is external fertilization, and indirect development we can notice larva stage also. Next, one point is here, mostly here these all animals are what? Limbs are present, two pairs of, it means 4 limbs are present. But here one organism is, one exception is ichthyosis. The organism is ichthyopsis. It is a primary limbless amphibian. It is look like as worm-like structure. Clear? So these examples are, first one is ichthyopsis, second one is mostly rana, it means frogs, and as well as salamanders, or number of frogs are there. Clear? So these are the general characters regarding amphibians.